Birth, known as Jati in Buddhist philosophy, refers to the rising of a new individual or sentient being in a particular realm or form of existence. It is a pivotal concept in Buddhism, closely connected to the cycle of rebirth, suffering, and the process of becoming. Understanding the nature of birth is crucial for comprehending the nature of existence, the rising of suffering, and the path to liberation. Here are some key points to help understand birth Jati. 1. Definition. Jati can be translated as birth or rebirth. It refers to the moment when a new individual or sentient being comes into existence in a particular realm or form of existence. It is the rising of a new life, marking the beginning of a new cycle of birth, aging, and death. To roll in the cycle of rebirth. Birth is a significant factor in the cycle of rebirth samsara in Buddhism. It follows the process of becoming bhava and arises in dependence on craving tanha, grasping upadana, and other factors. Birth perpetuates the continuation of the cycle of suffering, leading to further experiences of birth, aging, and death. 3. 12 links of dependent origination. Birth is an essential link in the 12 links of dependent origination Paticca Samuppada. It arises in dependence on becoming bhava, and leads to the rising of aging, death, and the cycle of suffering. The cessation of birth is closely connected to the cessation of suffering and the attainment of liberation. 4. Nature of birth. According to Buddhist teachings, birth is not seen as a singular event but rather as a continuous process. It encompasses the physical birth of a being, but also the birth of mental and psychological states, habits, and tendencies. Birth represents the manifestation of a new existence within the realms of samsara. 5 realms of birth. Buddhism describes various realms of existencia, birth, that beings can be born into. These include the realms of gods, humans, animals, hungry ghosts, and hell beings. Each realm is characterized by specific conditions, experiences, and levels of suffering or happiness. 6. Impermanence and suffering. Birth is seen as a condition that gives rise to suffering dukkha in Buddhism. It is subject to impermanence anicca, and the inevitable process of aging, illness, and death. The very act of birth sets the stage for the arising of suffering and the unsatisfactory nature of conditioned existence. 7. Liberation from birth. The path to liberation in Buddhism involves the cessation of birth by uprooting craving tanha, grasping upadana, and the causes of rebirth. Practitioners can transcend the cycle of birth and attain liberation. This state is known as nirvana or enlightenment, where birth and the cycle of suffering come to an end. In summary, birth Jati in Buddhism refers to the arising of a new individual or sentient being in a particular realm or form of existence. It is a key factor in the cycle of rebirth and the perpetuation of suffering. Understanding birth helps comprehend the nature of existence, the arising of suffering, and the path to liberation.